Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to look at the we're going to look at the errors that you can find in Excel, and you find sometimes you're using Excel. Let's use this same thing. You're using Excel, but when you punch in some things and then it brings for you error. So in this video, we're going to learn the various errors that you can get when you're using Microsoft Excel. So the first error that we are going to look at is called div0, #div0. #div0 occurs when when a formula is divided by 0. Let's say when calculating average here, we divide this by 0. So what will it bring? It will bring for us div0. Okay. So when it brings for you this error, you'll have to what you'll have to do is to ensure that you cross-check whatever whether you've divided it with the correct number or you've divided it with 0. So that is the first error. And then the second error indicates the value is not available. So if assuming when we are inputting here, let's go back to this same thing, and then when we are inputting here, we remember this from here we are using what if we are saying it is Q1. We're assuming we're saying it is what? It is Q1. So what will it bring? It will, sorry, if we're saying it is what? Q1. If we're saying it is what? Q1. And sorry, I think I'm adding for another I'm adding another thing. So assuming if we're saying that is the second error, and then you find there is #name question mark, where when it's a wrong name of a formula, maybe instead of using sum for addition, you instead of writing sum as SUM, you wrote sum. Like let's say instead of when adding totaling here, when adding total here, we wrote what? Sum. When we wrote what? Sum. It brings name question mark, meaning that the name of the formula you input is a wrong one. So you also have hash number apostrophe sign. It results from formulas with invalid numerical values. Maybe you want to get a square root of, or if say you want to get a square root of negative 16, it obviously will not give you the figure because there is no square root for what? Negative 15. And then we have ref, hash ref apostrophe, where a formula contains invalid cell, or what, or it contains a wrong cell reference. Let's say we're adding here, we're adding here, we're adding here G what? We're adding here G9. If we're adding a G9, if we're adding a G9, and then we have hash 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 6 times, it is when your contents are the cell is too narrow for the contents to fit in there. So like an assumption is when we bring in that one there, it will bring for you an error because the cell is too small to accommodate that. Otherwise, there are very many other errors, but I've chosen to mention the common ones. We have deep zero, we have hash NA, which is not applicable, name question mark, we have num apostrophe, reference apostrophe, value apostrophe, we have hash hash hash, 6 hashes. And then please practice this and learn more, and you make it perfect for yourself. Otherwise, thank you.